It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports. Here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone, to our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. And Paul, we are at one of those hallmarks of the year, pairing show for the girls tournament coming up on Sunday night from 5 until 7 Eastern Time. We're live from IHSAA headquarters. Greg Rakestraw and I will be there giving you who's playing whom and when. This year, we begin a new format. So when we get to the regional round, things get a little bit different. So walk us through what we're looking forward to in girls basketball and boys basketball in terms of the tournament.
Absolutely, Coach. One of the things that our staff does a real good job is we constantly look at the tournaments and look to see where we can enhance things. And, sometimes it works well, and there's certainly an opinion on everything that we do here. But we really looked at the tournament, and a lot of teams really have a really tough sectional week, where you got to play 3 games and and it's just a tough week. And we really thought that we'll get through that tough week. And then if you look as the momentum should build to a tournament, as most tournaments do, we felt that we would take the regional round and make it a 1-game regional. So you win that sectional, and then you've got to get your team rested up. But then that week, the coach only really has to prepare for one opponent. They got to bring their best game one time. And once they get through that, and if they're victorious at the regional round, 1 game, then you advance to the semi-state. And our semi-state round, the round obviously before the hardware is handed out, that big trophy, is going to be, we'll have 8 spots in the state of Indiana, and that we'll have a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4A classification in North, and the same in the South. And it'll be the traditional 2-game in 1-day format. So we're going to have 2 games in the morning. Then you're going to advance to the regional or semi-state championship round that night for all the marbles, for that opportunity to go participate at Gamebridge Fieldhouse. And it's going to be a tough day, but it's going to be a day that's going to be so much fun for the basketball fan, where you can go into a community. We have incredible facilities, and instead of using 4 at the semi-state, we're going to use 8 facilities, so 8 communities. 4 more communities will have the people descend on their town and eat in their restaurants and go to their games and see their facilities. And like I say, Coach, we're blessed in Indiana to have an incredible amount of basketball facilities. And we've said it before, we have cathedrals, and we're going to use some more of those. And I really think it's going to be a highly competitive day, but it ought to be a tough round, because the prize at the end of that day is a chance to play in the state championship game. And
just for fans' knowledge, as we're talking about the pairing show coming up Sunday night, there will be a pairing show after the regional round to pair the semi-state opponents, correct?
That's right, Coach. We'll on your show Sunday night, we're going to make the sectional alignments, and we're also going to draw the regional matchups, and those will be announced on your show next Sunday. But then after we leave that regional round, we're going to come back on Sunday, and we're going to have a show here in the studio, and we're going to we'll know we have 4 1A teams going to the northern site, but we're going to have those 4 teams going to draw their time slot, first of all, whether they play in the first game or the second game, and then who their opponent will be. So the fans can tune in and see who their team is going to get to play for the regional, and see what their path, or for the semi-state, and see what their path is to the state championship game.
Pretty exciting, to say the least. Brand new format, and plenty of people have been involved in it. But again, on Sunday, thank you in advance to you and your staff. Greg Rakestraw and I always look forward to doing this, because it's really one of those great nights of the year athletically in our state, because of all the pressure and excitement and the tension in terms of who you're going to play and when. And this is Paul Neidig, the Commissioner of the IHSAA, and our weekly conversation pairing show coming up this weekend. Commissioner, thanks as always for your time. We'll see you on Sunday.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
All right, welcome everyone here to the Trojan Trench. Andy O'Hara alongside me tonight, which is going to change, is the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler, but tonight it's Anna's show. It's senior night, and she's got her dad,
Andy.
Mason McIntyre, all along up here on the call tonight. I will chime in as needed, but it'll be these two's show tonight. But the kicker is Mason, 10 years ago, called the first girls game, and now he's on here for your senior night because you're not dressing out there on the floor, so you're going to dress up here, and you're going to be the voice of the Trojans here tonight. I'll just do stats and kind of take your job. So are you excited?
Okay.
You excited? You ready for this?
As I'll ever be, I guess.
I'm going to put your mic a little bit closer.
Oh.
We'll turn you up a little bit. You get kind of quiet.
Yeah, okay. I know I get quiet.
Well, and the key thing tonight for your senior night thing is you didn't trip. Like I told you, just make sure you don't trip.
I'm going to smack you, Andy.
Just saying. But Mason, it's good to have you up here on here. I mean, you're one of the reasons why this whole thing started, so it's good to have you up here.
Yeah, thanks. It's good to be a part of it, and it's been really fun to watch this grow over the last 10 years. And Andy, I think it really took off when we brought you on board, and we had a good voice, so that was helpful.
Well, I mean, I couldn't get Orion to talk enough, so we had to. we had Steve thought we needed a guy that might talk a little bit more. So Orion's starting to talk more and more. He's trying to get his headset figured out over here, but. You know, like I said, Mason, would you ever have thought one of your kids would have been doing this when you started this?
No, yeah. I mean, when we started, when I started as the athletic director, Anna was 2 years old.
Okay.
And so, yeah, we've come a long way from that time.
It's been a couple days since that happened, right?
Yes, for sure.
But, she's done a great job. And it's tough. This is not an easy thing to do, as you kind of know. I mean, you're an athletic director. You've seen all this, but – Right, Roger, this is not easy, but Anna, you've done a good job. I'm super proud of you. There's a reason why you're doing this tonight. I mean, granted, this may not be the field, broadcast may not be the field, but to be an athletic trainer, you got to be able to explain things
I'm not going to be an athletic trainer.
Oh, I thought that's what you're going to do.
Did you not listen?
I was trying to run the camera. But either way, if you're going to be in the medical field, you got to be able to explain things and paint the picture, right?
Right.
That's what we do when we broadcast. We got to paint the picture for those who can't quite understand.
Usually I just add the color, but
well, tonight I'm the color, and it's all you, so. But,
we'll
you two,
see,
we'll have
Andy.
this. All right. Well, we got the Trojan singers out there. They'll do the national anthem, starting lives by Don Bell, and we'll be back right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network, broadcasting live on YouTube and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Trojan Trench for tonight's contest between the North Judson Blue Jays and your Triton High School Trojans. On behalf of the Triton community and the entire staff and student body of Triton Junior Senior High School, we welcome North Judson as our guest at tonight's contest. We ask that all fans and players demonstrate an attitude of respect and good sportsmanship throughout tonight's game. Your cooperation and positive support is greatly appreciated. At this time, if you're not already standing, please rise. Gentlemen, kindly remove your hats. As the Trojan singers will honor America with the play or the singing of our national anthem.
By the dawn's early light.
for our guests, the North Judson Lady Jays. Starting tonight, number 10, Kylie. Number 14, Olivia. Number 24, Reagan Kinsley. Number 30, Sophia Hodges. And number 53, Morgan Kinsley. North Judson is coached by David Williams, assisted by Richard Jones. Now, the starting lineup for your Triton Lady Trojans. Number 12, Jocelyn Faulkner. Number 14, Kenzie Atkins. Number 20, Jenna Buell. Number 24, Emily Clark. And number 24, Amsden Lear. Charlie coached by Kelly Cole, assisted by Lindsay Diamond. Our officials for tonight's contest, referees Kevin Lysing. The umpires are Chan Wang and Eric Kahneman.
All right, there's the starting lineups as Addison Veers and Kylie Lehigh will go out to start the tip. Anna, it's all yours.
I don't want it to be on mine, but it's okay. This is your thing, Andy.
I know. But tonight, it's your thing. It's senior night, so there you go.
At home, she talks all the time, so there shouldn't be any problem.
See, that's kind of why I figured with having Dad up here, it'd be, we get her to talk a little bit more. There you go.
Triton controls the tip as Atkins takes it down the floor. Waiting for our offense to take shape. Kicks out to Bulis. Back up top to Bug. Over to Faulkner, not Jocelyn.
One and the same.
One and the
Right.
same. You can use first names.
Bulis with it. Over to Faulkner. Back to the top to Veers. To the left wing to Bug. Atkins, patient.
Veers trying to get position down underneath.
Faulkner.
Yeah, we've already used 40
top.
seconds in this possession.
Hey, it's kind of nice when you don't have a shot clock. You got plenty of time you can work the ball and really doesn't rush the high school players.
Yeah, well, we don't ever get to stay for a full basketball game, so.
Yeah, you guys got to stay all the way through. You can't leave 3 minutes before we leave.
Not with him. Right, Dad?
Never know.
Never know.
Veers with the elbow jumper. So Triton scores first.
And
Or
Addison
strikes
Veers,
first, I guess you usually say.
over 800 career points coming into tonight's game. Kinsey Atkins with over 700 in her career. The two leading scorers out there on the floor tonight for Triton.
Frazier for three, off the mark. Hensley with the rebound, putbacks, no good. And a foul on the rebound.
Speak of players nearing 1,000 points, Sophia Frazier, congratulations to her as she got her 1,000 career point. Foul's going to be on number 24, Reagan Hensley, be her first personal, team's first here in the first quarter.
And the Trojans hang on to it as Faulkner brings it up the floor. Goes to Veers. Another elbow jumper is off the mark. And rebound goes to Hensley. It's going to be out of bounds on Hensley. So the Trojans take over again.
But you see the effort there. Like this first quarter, this North Judson team, watching them on film, they're a very tough team. They play hard for 4 quarters, and they'll show out here. And Triton's got to, like I said, got to survive for 4 quarters.
Right. Atkins goes out to Faulkner. Back down to Veers. Drives with the shot, no good. And Burkett brings it up the floor for the Lady Jays. Faulkner with some good defense. Goes over to Hensley. Back to Burkett. Burkett drives. Shots up. No good, but foul.
Foul's going to be on number 14, Kinsey Atkins. Will be her first, team's first, and that's going to send Burkett to the line for 2. Our first trip to the free throw line here tonight.
You know what I always say, free throws can make or break a game. Kayden likes his charges. I think I like my free throws.
Those are 2 very important stat lines.
Burkett connects both of them as Atkins hustles and brings it up the floor. Hot pass down to Bug. Kicks it back out to Atkins. Atkins for 3. Off the mark, no good on that one. Burkett with the rebound.
We're speaking of Kayden. He's in attendance tonight. See his sister play here on senior night. Mary is too. I got to make sure she gets her shout out too.
Well, Grandpa said to give him a shout out, so shout out to my grandpa watching at home.
Well, absolutely, because we had kept this whole thing with Mason coming on this broadcast, and Orion and your grandpa almost kind of blew it.
And we have to give a shout out to my grandma who's down in Florida.
Absolutely, and also Kinsey's grandma who's watching tonight, couldn't be here, but she's out there watching tonight. Watch her granddaughter play. There you go, Kayden.
That was a nice job by Veers. He was just in position waiting for it.
Get her feet planted. I feel like usually that's Emily's favorite. But
fouls on number 24, Reagan Hensley. So a talented junior is going to have to take a seat with those 2 fouls. As checking in for her will be number 3, Anna Garbison.
I was going to say that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. Okay.
It's okay. I just wanted to say that on behalf of.
This is a whole different role for me.
Faulkner works with it up to Veers. Deep 2, off the mark, no good for her. Bulis with the rebound. Veers kicks it back out to Kinsey. Well, Atkins. Bug, high pass down to Veers. Back out to Faulkner.
Veers really battling down low there with Hensley, trying to get some position.
Yeah, I kind of figured that as she kind of dragged her pivot foot as she was moving. So turnover for the Trojans.
Both teams with 1 by our count. I'll check with Sam at halftime, as always.
Burkett brings it up the floor for the Lady Jays. Jocelyn Faulkner with some nice defense. The steal, but couldn't connect on her layup there. Burkett back down in a hurry. Spins up, basket's no good. Frazier with the rebound. Frazier for 3. No good. Kinsey Atkins with a rebound.
You can't give Frazier too many of those looks.
Nope.
She'll make you pay. There's a reason why she's got 1,000 career points, and she's real good from the outside and inside.
Bug, nice pass down to Faulkner. And she draws the foul through the contact.
Foul's going to be on number 10, Kylie Lehigh. Be her first, team's 3rd.
One thing about Addison and Jocelyn, they've been playing together since the upward leagues. So they've got, this whole team has such great chemistry, and I love watching them.
You know, and it's tougher in a long season, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're with each other every day. I mean, basketball is a longer season. Sometimes it's like family. They can sometimes you can get on each other's nerves. But it's okay. But this group here seems to fight through that.
Yeah. Faulkner disconnected on both of those. Disconnected, I shouldn't have said that, but it's okay.
Well.
Off the mark on both of them. Frazier for 3. Count it.
Just like
for
you
Sophia
said, Andy.
Frazier.
Can't give her a whole lot of breathing room.
Yeah, watching this team on film was fun this week.
Yeah, they're a good group. Well coached. This team's going to be very tough down the stretch.
Younis for a deep 2. In and out. And Lehigh with the rebound.
After that.
Back down to Frazier. Baseline. But they're going to say she traveled.
So trying to get that lid to lift off after that opening basket. Has missed her last 5 shots. And North Judson got there. That 3-pointer's their only field goal, so just a lot of times trickled away, and both teams only 1 field goal to their credit here in this opening quarter.
Veers drives down the lane. Can't get her basket. Bugs put back is no good. Down to Lehigh. Basket's up and good, and one opportunity. That was a good hustle play. Just to know where you're going, get right down there and draw that contact foul.
Foul's going to be on. It's going to Emily Bug, be her first, team's second. And that'll send Lehigh to the line for the N1 opportunity. North Judson had connecting on all three of their free throws here in this first quarter.
Bulis works it over to Faulkner. That full court pressure, they've seen it. They saw it in film this week.
Fouls on Garbison, be her first, team's fourth.
They did a pretty good job handling the pressure.
Yeah, typically they do.
First time they've seen it tonight.
Atkins hands off to Bulis. Ooh, down to Bulis in the corner. Works it out to Veers. Veers trying to work through that.
Good defense there by Hensley.
They're battling in there.
And Faulkner passed it down to Veers, and she got it knocked away.
I like that help from Frazier to drop down to help to kind of pressure Veers with that double team. That was a good move.
Veers isn't going to have anything easy, it doesn't look like.
Nope.
It's a lot of work to work on the inside.
Faulkner works with it. Down to Bug.
Good feed.
Can't get that shot to go, but got fouled on the contact.
See if we can make some free throws.
That is my favorite thing. I always say we need to hit free throws.
Second foul on Garbison. Team's fifth. So flip from the JV game. You know, Judson didn't have any fouls there for that first half.
Emily Bug connects her first free throw.
And Triton was doing all the fouling.
Yeah, they really were. They got themselves in the bonus. Well, they got North Judson in the bonus. Gets it to rattle in for her second one. Shout out to her sister up there, Erica.
Nice to see a packed house tonight here for a girls' game. There are quite a few people here tonight.
I wouldn't say packed, but.
It's quite a few.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
Burkett for three. Oh, off the mark. But Garbison with the rebound. Hensley with it. Back out to Burkett. Turns out Garbison, deep two. She connects it.
Good look on the dribble drive there.
Veers now works with it at the top of the key.
Oh,
down to Bulis. Miscommunication, but there's Emily Bug to save it.
good hustle.
Over to Bulis. Back to the top to Veers. Kinsey Atkins for three. Off the mark. Ooh.
Foul call coming here on Triton.
Hensley had good position. She got in there, boxed out. She's working hard in there.
Triton foul number 34, Veers.
It's on Addison Veers, be her first, personal, team's third. So 48 seconds to go here in the first. North Judson leads by 6.
Are we doing a commercial?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when we get done, hit one of those colors. I'll take care of your mute.
Okay. You want any of them?
Everyone but anyone but just pick one of the red, orange, or blue.
Okay.
The top row.
Okay.
Don't hit yellow.
Okay. Frazier works with it. Over to Lehigh. Back down to Frazier. Burkett for three. In and out. Hensley's got blocked by Veers. Frazier, hot pass down to Hensley. Goes out of bounds as a turnover for the Lady Jays.
Triton's got to get going in a hurry. 8.6 to go before the end of the quarter.
Atkins works it to Faulkner. Back over to Atkins. Bug with it. Faulkner just missed the time.
So we'll take a break. Be back right after this.
Winning games and championships is fun, but the true purpose of high school sports is for student athletes to grow as people, not just athletes. I'm Paul Knighty, Commissioner of the IHSAA.
And I'm Dr. Katie Jenner, Indiana Secretary of Education. Hoosier teachers and coaches care just as much about how student athletes are performing in the classroom as they do about how they're performing on the playing field.
They understand high school sports are a tool to educate and shape the whole student athlete, helping teens become the best versions of themselves.
Our teachers and coaches don't just teach academic and athletic skills, they also encourage communication and collaboration, instill confidence, promote a strong work ethic, and so much more. To all our Hoosier educators and coaches, we are grateful for everything you do.
Fans, buy a ticket to your high school's athletic events and thank our educators for making education-based athletics possible.
This is gratitude. This is appreciation. This is your IHSAA.
All right, back here, getting ready to start the second quarter in the Trojan Trench on senior night.
We got to get some baskets this quarter.
Yes.
We only had one from the field and 2 free throws that whole quarter.
Yeah, both teams.
That's going to be important.
Try and get that opening basket, and since then it's been all North Judson, went on that big run.
Yep.
Yes, they got a lot of team fouls, but yet this group here is starting to kind of figure things out.
And I'm loving what how Hensley and Frazier are working together down in the post, just trying to take that post away from Addison, and they're doing a very good job at it.
Triton needs to communicate and execute a little bit better, but they need to lift that lid here in this second quarter, as Mason said.
Lehigh works up to Burkett. Burkett drives down to Hensley, waits patiently for the defense, can't get that one to go. Kinsey Atkins with it, hustles down the floor, out to Emily Bugg, now to Veers at the top of the key, hands off to Atkins.
Interesting strategy, pulling Veers out of the post.
We got to do something.
Opening things up underneath.
Younis works it to Bugg. Up to the top to Faulkner. Faulkner drives, kicks out to Younis. Over to Veers. Now to Faulkner with it. Up top to Atkins. Over to Faulkner in the right wing. Faulkner drives baseline, goes out of bounds. Turnover on Triton.
Triton just needs to they need to settle down. I mean, that's the biggest thing right now is, work the ball, communicate, but those people who don't usually score a ton need to step up right now and need to take those shots that no one's really recognizing.
And we're tied at turnovers, so,
The broadcaster jinx strikes again.
Yeah. Well, turnover for the Lady Jays, a little miscommunication there. Too hard of a pass.
Just wasn't quite ready for it.
Yep. Faulkner brings it up the floor for the Trojans. Over to Atkins. Atkins works against Frazier. Atkins with it. Up to the top to Faulkner. Ooh.
Can't force it in there.
Nope. Frazier passes it to Lehigh, and she draws a foul. That's on Veers. That's her second. Oh, it was
Emily
on Bugg.
But that's her second. Team's fourth.
Sends Lehigh to the line. Off the mark on our first one.
See if you get this right.
Substitution for Lady Trojans. Number 4, Sierra
Sierra Hawley, the freshman, checks in on behalf of Emily Bugg.
There you go.
I said I wanted to say that.
I know, that's great. The on behalf, that's Kenny's new thing.
And Lehigh connects with her second. As Atkins brings it up the floor, waits for her offense to take shape. I'm liking the work that Veers is doing. She's kind of flashing through.
Like I said, but this North Judson defense, they're not going to give you a lot of looks. You got to take the most what the defense gives you.
Hawley works patient. Up to Bulis. To Atkins now. Back to Veers. Faulkner with it. Drives. Can't get that. Kicks out to Atkins. Now to Hawley. Now to Atkins. Now to Veers. She just can't get down. They won't let her pass the outside volleyball line.
Fouls me on number 30, Sophia Frazier. That's her first, team's 6th. One more and Triton shooting in the bonus.
We got to keep getting it in there, though.
Yeah.
When you get it inside, that opens things up on the outside a little bit.
Addison Veers connects on her first.
That's saying, like I said, that inside-out game. I like that. Well, I like that. That's something right now to try to work this defense, but they got to work it inside. You got to get it going somehow.
Veers off the mark on her second. Burkett up the floor. Lehigh to Garbison for 3, and she connects.
It's her second field goal. She's got 5 here tonight.
These Lady Jays are going to be firing from the outside.
They can certainly hit from outside.
Ooh. Atkins down to Bulis. Bulis goes baseline. Gets knocked away.
That's what Triton. This is a good last regular season test before they get into sectional play. You want to be the best, you got to beat the best, and iron sharpens iron. That's what you need. Good quality opponents.
Yep. What? Okay. Veers handoff to Atkins. Straightaway 3. Ooh. No good. Frazier works away from the defense. Hands off to Burkett. Now to Hensley. Back to Burkett. Down to Hensley. Lehigh for 3. Off the mark, no good. Jenna Bulis with the rebound. Those are going to be important, getting those defensive boards.
Just got to turn them into offense on the other side.
Yep. Faulkner gives it to Bulis. Kicks it down to, or out to Hawley. Now to Atkins. Down to Veers. Can't get the jumper.
Yep.
And a foul.
That was a tough foul.
Yeah.
She was a little frustrated. I think that's what that foul was about.
Yep.
Now trying to draw contact. You're working down there. It's not quite working your way. I mean, right now it's got to settle down, get your composure, reset.
Yep.
Coach is going to leave her in here.
Yep.
Burkett hands off to Hensley.
That was the team's 5th.
Frazier for 3. Off the mark. Gets her own rebound. Goes back. Putback's no good. Hensley.
In this zone, we haven't
Frazier.
rebounded very well tonight.
Nope. Frazier for 3. Off the mark, no good. Lehigh's putback's no good.
Giving up an awful lot of offensive rebounds.
Yeah. Jump ball and it goes back the other way.
Are you keeping track of that, Andy?
I'm not usually in charge of this. We're lucky that I'm getting the points.
Usually that's my job.
Hey, but you know what? I've got the quarters right, just so you're aware.
Andy?
I got the quarter right. I'll ask Sam. Sam will tell me, and I'll fix it after the half.
I'm going to smack you with my paper.
Easy now.
I always say that. You know I'm not going to do it.
I know. I can say easy now, so it works.
Hawley works it to Bulis. Kicks out to Atkins. Down to Hawley. She drives. Lost control. But Bug's there to save it. Faulkner kicks out to Bulis. Back to Atkins.
And we'll stay right here. Triton's just the offense is kind of stuck in neutral, just can't quite get it into gear.
Still only 1 field goal for the Trojans.
Correct.
And 2 free throws.
3.
3 free throws, sorry. Bulis goes down to Bug. Back to Bulis. Deep 2 on the way. Count it for Jenna Bulis. Finally, we needed that.
She must be listening.
You always say it sounds like they've always got earpieces in down there. Hensley works it over to Burkett. To Frazier. To Hensley. Back to Burkett. Across to Hensley and corrals it. To Lehigh. Up to Burkett.
Judson being real patient, but the battle underneath.
Oh, I was confused because Addison got taken out. Sorry. Frazier with it. Drives. Kicks down to Burkett. Burkett's patient and draws the foul through the contact. Sending Burkett to the line.
Foul's going on number 20, Jenna Bulis. That's her first personal, team 6th. So Triton is one foul away from putting Judson in the bonus. Burkett to the line for 2.
She connects on her first.
It's her second trip to the free throw line.
And second. Perfect from that trip. Kinsey Atkins brings it up the floor. Faulkner works with it. Ooh. And Lehigh steals it away. Good defense by these Lady Jays. Burkett, Jocelyn, Faulkner stays tight on her. Hensley, side lane jumper, no good. Frazier thought about the 3. And a timeout.
Judson takes timeout. You know, unfortunately, we don't have anybody we can read advertisements for during the timeout break.
Good.
You know, I really enjoyed that.
I did not.
I thought you did an outstanding job, Mason, reading those commercials. See?
No, I hate reading things off the paper. I'd rather just like, oh, I hit my mic, sorry.
Easy now. At least you have to read off a teleprompter. You want difficulty. Go read.
I couldn't do that.
Read off a teleprompter.
I can't read something that's constantly moving.
We did that in high school for our broadcast, or for our newscast. I was pretty good at it, but the guys would always think it was funny. They turn that speed up. They turn up real fast. You start reading, and they slow it way down, and then it just completely messes up your flow. But yeah, teleprompter. I'll take reading off paper any day of the week.
Yeah, you know, public speaking's never been like a strong suit of mine, but this just seems easy to me.
See, the only thing that was good in the O'Hara household is because my sister talks so much and you had to get a word in edgewise. I think that's why I probably got so well at talking.
Well, nobody sees me when I'm just back here, so that makes it a little easier.
It does. So they draw it out of the timeout.
Oh, perfect feed down to Lehigh.
We just haven't rotated very well in this zone.
I don't know why we're staying in it.
We haven't rotated well or rebounded very well out of it.
Faulkner drives. Gets the foul through the contact.
We got something going to the basket that time. That was good.
Sometimes it's just all you need is that shift of momentum.
That's the second foul on Frazier. Triton's down the bonus with 17 fouls on the Blue Jays. It's Faulkner to the line for 2. Her second trip.
Off the marker on her first one.
Triton's got to make the most of these opportunities here without Addison Veers out on the floor. No, they, like Mason said, good drive to the basket.
Can't connect on her second one either. Burkett takes it back down. Frazier with it. Works down to Hensley. Back out to Burkett. Back down to Hensley. Up and good. They've just got those good looks, and sometimes it feels like they're just distracting all the other girls that are out here.
Mm-hmm.
Really imposing their will in the paint.
Ooh. Looks like she didn't get called up for the over-the-back call.
Kylie Lehigh, that's her second personal, team's 8th. And Garbison will check in for Frazier.
That's a big substitution right there.
Jocelyn Faulkner trying to lift that lid here. Usually a really good free throw shooter. Goes in spurts, but yet, you know, Jocelyn, a tough kid. We'll see if she adjusts here on this possession.
And there you go.
I'm telling you, I think they wear earbuds.
I think I can't talk about it, though, because as soon as I say something about it, it's done. Oh, Frazier comes right back in.
Right back in.
Quick conversation.
That's smart, though, because she's a crucial part of this team.
Yeah, I was surprised with 36 seconds here they would take her out.
Jocelyn connects with her second one. Perfect from that trip.
Quick refuel and go.
Are they going to go for one shot here?
Yeah, the typical
Or
Coach
not.
Groves. Oh, or not. Basket's good for Burkett. What?
Groves isn't coaching.
No, I know, but typically he does the wait till the last second and then gets the last shot. And
Okay, just making sure you weren't lost. Nice drive by Atkins.
Ooh, but can't connect on that one. Bulis with the steal. They say it goes out of bounds on the Lady Jays with 7.8 seconds left here before halftime.
Checking back into Lady
Defense, offense, that's why they're switching.
What?
Hensley and Frazier.
Oh.
Trying to keep those fouls down for Frazier. A possibility of.
Faulkner's inbound to Atkins for a three, no good. Hensley with the rebound.
That's going to do it for the first half. I'll push stats over here.
You can do stats.
Oh, I have to read them tonight?
You make me do it.
No, Orion doesn't talk enough. I think
Yeah, Orion, you
should
can
have
read stats. No, you don't want to do it. You always make me do it.
I was picking on you before you got your headset on earlier. So.
Yeah, he was.
Kayden, they're going to do the recognition, so you need to keep your camera out smart.
I told him.
Okay. Sometimes Kayden gets lost going across there.
When I'm sitting at home and watching the games, I always enjoy seeing him that view going down the sideline.
He really gets into that view. He likes moving that camera.
Yeah.
He's also getting pretty good at protecting it too.
That's important.
He did it one time. Now he thinks he's a big shot.
All we have to tell him is Bryson Hannah's playing, and he'll pay attention to anything.
He's shaking his head. Look at him.
Okay, they're going to do it way different than I was hoping they were going to do it.
Oh, okay.
A lot of young ladies out there. I like seeing these numbers.
Usually they do groups.
Can I go get a drink?
Well, I guess.
Thanks.
Usually as the broadcaster asks for a go get a drink in the middle of broadcast, but
Kayden's not going to know which team is which.
it's okay. Just do your best, Kayden. Hey, Kayden, the middle schoolers in blue. Just making sure you go to class, and if you don't recognize those, we've got problems.
So, yeah, they'll start on the right with the fifth graders.
Okay, we're going to take off so I can check with Sam.
We'll switch audio.
We're going to introduce our fifth grade ladies basketball team. Starting with them, we have Charlie Gill, Sophia Hag, Emma McCrum, Skylar Nicholson, Lexi Sellers, Lucy Disher, Gemma Ibarra, Macy Olison, Aspen Geyer, McKinley Williams, Amy Grace Overmeyer, Avery Wright, Mariah Lattimore, Jolie Stetzel, Kelsey Frick, Kathy Vermillion, Chloe Hammond, Ariana Arbison, Courtney Nifon, Callie Hargrave, and McKenna Watkins. Coaching these wonderful young ladies are Holly Sellers and Lana Hostrauser. Thank you, fifth grade basketball. Now for our sixth grade, Saran Jones, Audrey Borsa, Caitlin Gould, Kinley Rao, Lexi Kaufman, Giovanna Renford, Addison Westhaven, Annabelle Flenner, McKenna Emenacker, Adeline Stichter, Brianna Lockhart, Natalie Mad Dog Mevis, Grace Ramos, Natalie Crooks, Genevieve McNeil, Jada Bulis, Avery Faulkner, and my favorite, Ellie Eckes. Coached by Ashley Faulkner, assisted by Aaron Feldman, and a volunteer coach, Morgan Feldman. Thank you, sixth grade ladies. Now for our seventh grade team, Sophie Howell, Austin Ryan. Grace C. Riffle. McKenna Yarbrough. Tatum Hudson. Savannah Howley. Willa Reichert. And Caitlin Frick. 7th grade is coached by Allison Stewart, assisted by Brandon Stewart. Manager, Lila Stoddard. Thank you, 7th grade ladies. Now for our 8th graders, Lydia Hammond, Chloe McKinney, Brooke Hitch, Janika Kemp, Hosanna Chuck, Jillian Bewlitz, Tegan Ward, Sydney Heckerman, Emma Cook, Alicia Gonzalez, Alexis Young, and Ella Cook. Coached by Jayla Meister, assisted by Josh Elkendorf. Managers Mackenzie Singleton and Miley Richard. Let's give it up for the future of Triton Trojans ladies basketball.
You're good at keeping the car clean. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirits, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Neidig, and I just want to say, welcome back!
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
You're good at making big announcements. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
All right, welcome back, everyone, here to the Trojan Trench. Andy O'Hara alongside me is Anna McIntyre, Mason McIntyre, Kaden Hummitch in the Hall of Fame, Orion Lemler, as Orion's got our halftime stats.
Free throws for Triton was 5 of 10, or Judson 6 of 7. From two-point land, Triton was 2 of 11 to Judson's 5 of 13. Beyond the arc, Triton was 0 of 4 and Judson 2 of 9. Triton had 6 turnovers to Judson's 4. Scoring.
Oh, no, I didn't push those over right. Sorry. You're good. You're
That
good.
probably wasn't right.
Turnovers, Triton has 4. Judson has 6, excuse me.
It got cold.
Is that Leahy?
Lehigh.
Lehigh 6, Burkett 6, Garbison 5, Frazier 3, and 2 for Hensley on Judson. And the Lady Trojans, Addison Beers has 3, Jocelyn Faulkner 2, Jenna Bulis 2, Emily Bugg 2.
And also in that other stat that I told Mason I'd get a hold of this, 24 rebounds for the Blue Jays. 24 rebounds. 24 for them, 7 for the Trojans. So Triton's got to start cleaning the glass.
What? Oh, rebounds. Sorry.
Yeah, rebounds 24-7. So we'll see if Coach Kroll and how this group comes out and responds here in the second half. They got to.
And of those 24 rebounds, how many are offensive?
Yeah, I'm hoping she changed up the defense.
Too many.
That zone really wasn't working. Well, it looks like they're going to start in a box and one. Is that what that's called? Yeah.
Yep, looks like it. Or some version of it. We'll see what they settle into as they.
We got a dust bunny over there.
Dust bunny.
The ref was picking something up and moving it. He went like this.
You can't use that now. You didn't know what it was until I said what it was the other day.
Yeah, well, now I know what it is, so now
right.
I can say it.
It's all you.
Burkett works with that at the top. Ooh, crosses over Faulkner.
Triton's just got to play strong, communicate, and just forget that first half and start playing basketball.
Yep. Skips it back up to Hensley. Burkett. Jumper in the paint, no good. But Lehigh's putback was perfect. Right place, right time.
Another second chance points for the Lady Jays. Good feed.
Bulis up with it, no good. Emily Bugg tipped it around. I thought that went off of Emily, but.
No, that was the right call.
You think so?
Yep.
Okay. We always say that's why we're up here and not down there.
That's true.
We couldn't do that, right, Andy?
I'd still be thinking about it.
You'd probably think about it all night.
Gonna make a decision tomorrow.
Oh, Hensley steals it. Oh, there's Kinsey Atkins, team's leader in steals. Gets it right back. She's patient. Over to Veers. Nope, Bulis. Sorry, excuse me. And Hensley with another steal.
Going back to Atkins' steal. It's 221 for her on her career.
Hensley, ooh, thought about the 3. Drives, kicks out to Frazier. Frazier for 3. Oh, off the mark. Faulkner with the rebound. Veers works it up to Bugg at the top of the key. Over to Faulkner.
See if we can get Veers going this half.
Yeah, I don't know.
Both teams combined for only, just had it, for 10 field goals totally scored here in this ballgame between the two teams.
Veers corrals the pass. Bulis with it. Works down to Bugg. Bugg's shot up, no good. And Frazier with the rebound. Back the other way go the Jays. Burkett with it up top. Directs her offense. Hensley. Back to Burkett. Back to Hensley. Now to Frazier. Frazier's jumper, no good. Kinsey Atkins with the rebound. Down the court in a hurry. Gives it to Bugg at the top of the key. Bugg drives out to Atkins. Atkins for 3. Oh, off the mark. Bugg with the rebound. Now to Bulis. Bulis hook shot, no good. Burkett. Well, there you go. There's Lehigh with that fast break.
She's got a game-high 10 points. I don't know how Kenny sits here and is comfortable doing this.
I do it too, and usually I sit down there, though. Faulkner over to Atkins in the corner. Veers, jumper on the side lane, no good. Bulis with the rebound. Faulkner with the floater, no good.
Well, we've had some shots here. We just can't get them to fall.
Yeah, they've had good looks, but that lid's on tight like it has been for the past few games.
Oh, two of them trying to draw a charge. Boy, 2 for the price of 1, I guess.
That was a good position.
I always said Addison, it's Emily's call, but Addison wanted it too.
I don't think I've ever seen 2 players there.
Is that 2 fouls?
That was the domino effect right there.
That's Frazier's third. Team's first of the half. Oof. Ooh. Gotta watch those elbows. Hensley works up the floor. Now to Burkett. Over to Lehigh, back up to Burkett. Hensley to Burkett. To Lehigh for 3. Ooh, in and out. Nice defense by Hensley on Veers.
I like that Hensley staying out there kind of guarding the full court. Turn up the pressure.
Faulkner. Ooh, in and out. Hensley works it up the floor. Over to Burkett. Skip pass to Lehigh. Down to Hensley in the paint. Bucket's good. Banks open for Hensley. Megan Hensley, that is.
Morgan.
Sorry.
Let's start with an M. You're close.
And ends with an N.
There you go.
It's okay. Bug works it down to Veers and gets fouled. Kayden, you're supposed to catch that.
Hey,
he said it wasn't coming at me.
Fouls on Burkett. That's her first, team second here of the half.
Sends Addison Veers to the line.
Andy, is that her first point of the night?
That is her 4th. She's got her second free throw. She hit the opening field goal.
Oh, that's right. She was the first one.
And then has hit now 2 of 3 free throws going into her 4th attempt here.
She connected on her first. Off the mark on her second. And
they have
Hensley.
made her work tonight.
Yes, they have.
Yes. Hensley comes away with that rebound.
You know, playing in the post, and no one really realizes how strong you have to be to play in the post. I mean, it is a tough job. I don't care. High school, college, pro, you've got to work.
You get beat up down there.
I mean, pro's not so much anymore. I'm sorry. My day, that was fun to watch.
Burkett up. Basket's good for Burkett.
That's her 8th point on 2 of 4 shooting inside the arc. 4-4 to the line for her here tonight.
Veers down to Holly, drives. Oof, just can't get that lid to lift. Burkett hot pass down to Garbison. Hensley works with it. Over to Burkett. Burkett for 3. Off the mark. Sierra Holly with the rebound.
I really like Sierra. She's starting to really grow on me this year.
I'm loving watching her. She's going to be fun to watch these next 3 years. Faulkner drives. And bucket's good. Hopefully that'll shift some momentum here, Andy.
You know, right there, just got to chip away right now. I mean, forget the score.
Can't take it all in one bite.
Yep, exactly. It's like eating an elephant, one bite at a time.
I was going to say alligator. I knew there was something with it.
Elephant, yeah.
Something with an animal.
Yeah.
That's probably how you'd eat an alligator, too.
That probably is. You only do one bite.
Ooh, Garbison blocked by Veers. Couldn't get through her. Holly now works to Atkins. Back to Faulkner. To Bulis, to Atkins. Oh, thought about the 3. Down to Veers. Veers up, no good. And Garbison with the rebound.
She just needs to take her time a little bit in there.
Get some
Turn around
balance.
and get set.
Yep.
Atkins back the other way.
And gets her points to connect.
It's her first basket to drop here. Timeout taken. Didn't see who it was.
It was on North Judson.
So they'll take their second.
Just shoot it like that.
No, see, it's kind of my hope with Anna coming up in broadcast. We get some more girls interested in broadcasting. I mean, we're starting to see it more in the pro and professional, on the college level, but it's good to have good to have girls up here broadcasting. I mean, it ain't just a guys thing. I mean, there's a lot of very good female broadcasters out there, just saying. So it's good to have Ann up here. Her perspective.
It's helped a lot with confidence and taking, once you get to your senior year, you have to start giving speeches in classes, and that can be nerve-wracking. But I said today in my speech that this has helped me a lot with my public speaking abilities.
I'm glad. It's it is different.
Well, you have to be confident in what you say.
Exactly, and that's
you can't take it back.
Well, you go in a job interview, you think of it that way. You've got to be confident in your job interview and do it the right way. You go in there scared, and I'm not sure they're going to second guess things.
When Anna was little, she had this shirt and it said, "Can't stop this chatterbox." So she's no stranger to talking.
See, now we just got to direct it in the right way.
Burkett works against Faulkner, and I think she's going to be called for the foul. But I didn't think she was shooting.
That was on Atkins.
Atkins?
Yeah, we're on defense.
What did I say?
You said Burkett.
Oh, I meant Faulkner.
Okay.
I meant to say the foul's on Faulkner, but I didn't think she was shooting.
But Burkett continues her hot streak from the free throw line. Very good free throw shooter for this Lady Jays team, especially here on the season.
Off the mark on her second.
And
gets her own rebound. Back up, and bank is open.
Good hustle. Coach Carl down here trying to plead her case to the official.
Kinsey Atkins works through the pressure and gets a foul call.
On that last rebound, Veers just kind of got pushed underneath, and it takes a strong girl to push her around.
Yeah, Addison is not easily moved. She is strong.
I think she's met her match tonight in Hensley.
That foul was on Burkett. It's her second, by the way. Andy's slacking. Hey, I get to pick on you tonight. This is my show.
Well, Addison steps over for Jocelyn. Okay.
Playing leapfrog out here.
That's one way to move an offense.
Yeah, I mean.
Addison's going to run.
Faulkner for three, off the mark. Atkins with the rebound, and she'll get fouled, as I think she wrapped her arm around a little bit.
Fouls number 10, Lehigh. That is her third, team's fourth. 9.9 to go before the fourth.
Faulkner hands off to Bielis. Nope, Atkins hands off to Bielis. Atkins for three. Count it for the senior, Kinsey Atkins.
Contested. Burkett line drive shot, the buzzer, no good.
It was online. It was online.
It was online. It was straight enough.
Just a little short.
Are we doing?
Well,
no.
Too late now.
Kay.
You got to time that in the first couple seconds. It's
well,
okay.
I didn't know.
Well, no, and like I said, Anna, going back to girls doing this, little kids like Danny are watching this, and she wants to because her dad does it, but to hear that girls that she looks up to and great young ladies like yourself, that it really kind of encourages the younger generation to want to do this kind of stuff. So
I remember being a little girl sitting in the front row of those stands. Well, they were wood back then, but wanting to be a cheerleader. So I grew up wanting to be a cheerleader. Did it for a little bit, and found broadcasting is more my suit.
Well, I did ask you when you were a cheerleader one time. I said, you're going to have to do interviews eventually one of these days since your dad's the athletic director. And you told me, I'm never going to be on that thing at all. And
I'm sure I did say that.
You did say it. We were standing right down there where McCann's at. I know exactly when that conversation happened.
Hey.
Never say never.
Exactly.
Now I'm here. I just remember being one of those. I remember being one of those little girls looking up to these big girls, and now I'm one of the big girls that the little girls look up to. It's weird. It's weird to feel that way.
Kind of comes the territory.
Yep.
So see if Triton straightens out here in this fourth quarter, so they're going to chip away at this lead, but Judson has held their own since the first quarter.
Faulkner drives, has a perfect look in the lane, and she gets it. Burkett slowly takes it up the floor. Works it to Hensley. Now back to Burkett to Frazier. Hot pass down to Hensley.
Yeah, when she went to fake that ball, just kind of shuffled her feet.
Yep. So a turnover for the Lady Jays, and the Trojans take back over.
I'd like to see Orion get a replay on that one. I'm not sure.
It's running, but
he doesn't do that for basketball because it's too fast.
I know. He told me all about it.
We are working on it.
I remember doing it for football, and I asked if they were going to do it, and he said no.
If I had another hand, I might be able to.
That's when I knew this group got professionals, when they started doing instant replay.
That was Kenny. Kenny and Orion.
Well, Veers tips it around. Over to Holly. Holly up, no good. Putback's no good. And Frazier with the rebound. She's in a hustle, but retreats back and waits for Burkett and the rest of her offense to get down there. Pull-up jumper's good.
Frazier back on the board. That's her second field goal to drop. She's got 5 on the night. Foul coming here on the Lady Jays.
That's Garbison. That's her third.
It is. That's her third. Team's 5th. Checking in now is number 21, Kaya Burkett.
Number 3, Garbison.
I like that. Right on the floor, Reagan Hensley talking up the underclassmen.
Good leadership.
Number 21, Kaya Burkett in the lineup.
Kinsey works with the screen for Atkins. Veers shots up and bangs open. That is just one thing that she needed.
Triton 4 points put up here in this fourth quarter.
See if we can get a stop.
Yep, that's what needs to happen. So Burkett works. What?
They're not going to be in a hurry.
Burkett floater, no good. Gets her own rebound. Putback's no good. Can't draw the foul through the contact, but Hensley's up and good.
Rebound and basket for Morgan Hensley.
It's her 6th point.
This is fast.
It's a lot faster when you're doing the talking.
Yeah. Well, usually I'm good at talking fast. Ask my dad. How often do I talk a million miles a minute?
Fouls on Burkett. That is her, or this is Kaya Burkett. That's her first personal, team 6th. I tried clicking the rebounds. I can't. I'm not as fast as Kenny.
No, yeah. Let's leave that for Kenny. Faulkner works against a screen to Atkins. Ooh, tries to thread the needle down to Veers. Veers for 3. Count it for Addison Veers.
Addison Veers' range. I like that. The recognition to step back. You know. Okay, it's not working inside. When we're going to make them come outside.
Right.
Yeah, I was going to say
that
maybe
was
she just
perfect look
needs
for
to work
her.
out there a little bit.
That was good.
And that was good. Just you kind of seen her. The light bulb went off. She got that ball and she saw Hensley kind of come out. She retreated quickly to that corner and got herself set in time because Hensley was slow to rotate to her, and a good look from the outside. That's the kind of things. That's a good recognition.
Yep.
Good players make those adjustments like that on the fly, and you saw a player do that right there.
Yeah.
But and down here, Judson, they're having a conversation. Their coach is going to fire them up. This group here has really played good. I mean, only one loss in conference play this season. With their 14-7, that's 2. You sure? I think it's 1.
No, to who?
Oh, I don't know.
Caston.
Caston was undefeated.
Oh, right.
Orion's on top of it. You got any fun facts for your corner this week? Your little tidbits?
No, I didn't do any research.
Oh.
I didn't do any research.
Usually he has those little quick
little
insights there, that quick bits of information.
We actually haven't played Judson all that long before actually the conference started, so there's not a whole lot of record going back.
I think they played 20 times. Tonight's the 21st.
So
Judson leads 13-7.
Faulkner's going to kind of pressure the full court. Works against Burkett. Good defense by Faulkner. Frazier now over to Hensley. High pass to Frazier. Can't get that bucket to go, but gets the foul. So that sends her to the line for 2.
She was triple team there, I think.
Yeah.
Well, you kind of have to with a player that good.
It's Holly's first, team 2nd. Near the half. Frazier to the line for 2.
She connects on her first.
It's her first trip to the free throw line here tonight.
We do got to wish the wrestlers good luck tomorrow at sectional.
Yep.
Absolutely. Good luck to those guys. Of course, the boys will be down at North Judson tomorrow night. Orion and I'll be there.
We had 2 conference champs last weekend.
Yeah, yes, we did.
Gavin Riffle and Elijah Cox.
Yep.
David Elijah. Kinsey Atkins for 3. Count it for Kinsey Atkins, the senior.
Atkins has 8 points to lead, or second high on her team.
Faulkner works well against Burkett. Hensley now skips it to other Hensley, and Sierra Holly's right there to take it away. Fast break Oh, can't get that one to go. Hensley with the rebound. Behind the back pass. Oh, can't.
Dribble.
Oof. Down to Frazier. Can't get that one. The Lady Jays turn it over.
That's a big turnover.
Yep.
You get a bucket here in this possession, and you feel like maybe you're climbing your way back in.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You still got a little over halfway of the fourth quarter, you know. Keep chipping away, but they're getting those momentum plays. We've seen them hit 3 3-pointers here in this fourth quarter. Their highest scoring output in the quarter of the night, 10 points in this quarter.
Faulkner drives and gets her basket.
Jocelyn Faulkner.
How many she got?
She has 8 on the night. 3 is
I don't
6
like not
inside the
having
arc.
the computer in front of me. Garbison for 3, off the mark. Veers with the rebound.
The thing I like the most, though, this bench is getting real rowdy down here.
Yeah. Bulis, now to Veers. Works it over to Kinsey Atkins. Now to Faulkner. Bulis to Atkins. Down to Veers. Kick out to Holly. Holly for 3. Count it for Sierra Holly, the freshman.
Triton's heating up from beyond the arc. 4 3-pointers now made in this fourth quarter.
I told you momentum shift is going to help. Garbison. Frazier for 3, off the mark, no good. Sierra Holly with another rebound. She's having herself a game tonight, Andy.
Came alive.
Bulis now. Back out to Holly.
We've done a good job last couple of possessions getting it inside. That's opened that up for those shooters.
Faulkner gets fouled.
Foul's on the floor.
Yes.
I believe it's coming. They're going to say it is the bonus, so they are in the bonus foul. I believe it's going to be on Burkett, but we'll see here. And it is. That's going to be
I don't
her.
like games like this, Andy.
Be her third personal, team 7th. Timeout for North Judson.
This has been a big.
But the big thing,
minute
Triton.
and 30 seconds.
Triton putting up 23 points in this second half and 15 alone in this quarter. That's been big.
Yeah.
Like you said, you got one bite at a time.
Yep.
Keep yourself available. They waited to the right time, and the lid's starting to come off and really starting to pressure these Lady Jays.
Another thing is that bench fired up. I don't know where that came from, but they all of a sudden just started cheering, and they were getting into it. And
well, they gave them something to be excited about.
yeah,
Exactly.
I know.
Exactly, and we were always told on the bench, no matter what you're doing, just because you're not on the floor doesn't mean you're in the game. You need to be hollering, talking, and communicating just as much on that bench as you are
I think this Trojan
firing
bench
your guys up.
does very well at, firing these girls up and communicating too. I sit down there sometimes for JV games when I'm not up here, and I'm hearing the varsity girls, really encourage those JV girls and communicating with them who's on the floor where and, what's going on. So,
But the big thing is, for Triton being down by a large margin, you're going in sectional play. You're seeing a team that's got enough composure, mental fortitude to climb their way back in.
Right.
We saw them do this against Bremen, so we'll see. They're playing hard. They're really starting to threaten that Lady J lead.
as Jocelyn Faulkner will go to the line for the Trojans, shooting the 1-and-1 bonus.
Four of the 5 Lady Jays on the floor with 3 personal fouls.
Faulkner connects on the first. That's big.
Cuts the lead to 6 with 3:06 to go.
Oh, these games are not my favorite.
Atkins is down here babysitting Garbison.
Faulkner can't get that one to go, but Veers put back no good. And Burkett with the rebound.
That would have been a really big basket had it gone.
Yeah, it would have. Triton's got to kind of.
Faulkner's.
Fouls on Jocelyn Faulkner. That's going to be her first, team's third. But Triton, on defense, you got to keep fighting. You got to turn up the heat a little bit and kind of force their hand.
Well, we only have 3 team fouls, so you can be aggressive.
Yep. Foul's going to be on Triton on the drive. Foul's going to be on Kinsey Atkins. That's her third personal. Team's fourth.
Yep. high with it. Now works to Burkett, to Frazier, elbow jumper. Count it.
She's tough.
Puts that lead back to 8.
Well, you don't wonder why she has 1,000 points. Right there's why. Veers now works. Jumper's no good.
She just needs to get squared up.
Yeah, balance.
That's going to be on Faulkner. It's her second. Team's 4th or 5th.
Strike foul, number 12, Faulkner.
Got to give our scoreboard operators down there a shout out.
Shout out to Katie Reichert. Whatever. Reichert with a T. That's been her thing this season.
Done a great job.
Faulkner steals it. Fast break. And draws the foul.
Well, if that's on Burkett, that's 4. It is. That's her 4th, team's 8th. And Faulkner will go to the line for the 1-1 bonus. Hensley looks to check in for the Lady Jays. Oh, I guess she goes to the line for 2, excuse me.
Faulkner in and out on her first.
Substitutions for the Lady Jays, number 24, Reagan Hensley.
And if we would have made more free throws,
we would have made 8 to be a tie ball game right now.
Yeah.
It's been a tough night shooting from the free throw line.
Faulkner can't connect on her second one. Hensley now.
That's a good foul right there.
Yeah.
I mean, you're running out of time now. Now it's kind of the deal.
Foul number 20.
You got those fouls to give. It's time to pressure. It's Triton's 6th foul. Second on Bulis.
Burkett to inbound. Now works to Hensley. Back to Burkett. Double team and a foul.
Fouls on Jocelyn Faulkner. That will be her 3rd, team 7th. So Lady J's now in the bonus. And that'll send Burkett to the line for the 1-on-1 bonus opportunity.
Burkett connects on her first.
And a full timeout for Triton. Coach Carl calls that one. But, right now, Triton, where you're at, regardless of the outcome of this game, how you clawed your way back, yes, you got to go to the drawing board. But to play a good team like this before sectional play, this really has sharpened your focus. But for them, it's going to be a long break as Ryan threw it up there. Triton's not going to play until Friday next week as they wait the winner of Marquette Catholic and Oregon Davis.
We head to Culver tomorrow for practice. We're stopping by McDonald's to get lunch. I'm so excited.
What is with you kids and McDonald's?
Happy Meals. I'm just kidding. I don't get a Happy Meal.
Don't they have an age limit on those?
No, there's adult Happy Meals.
They do have adult Happy Meals.
Are you serious? That is a thing? Adult
They're like
Happy
$10
Meals?
though.
Oh, wait. I think I saw that on TikTok. I think Michelle sent me that on TikTok.
That's where I got it from, TikTok. So I'm sure you found it on TikTok. You're on TikTok?
Well, yes, I'm on TikTok.
I didn't know you were on TikTok. I'll have to
You're
go
not
find
cool.
your TikTok.
You're not cool.
on TikTok.
Exactly. You got to have
You're
TikTok.
on TikTok too.
Hey, I get a lot of good dad jokes and
I'm
everything
pretty
on
sure
that.
you have
Some good ones.
posted TikToks.
I think maybe one time I was making fun of your brother.
Yeah. I think when you guys were where were you, North Carolina?
South Carolina.
Yeah, that's where you were.
I have not made a TikTok.
Andy, I'm going to go find your TikTok
You
account.
better get started, Andy. It's never too late.
Oh, yeah. I like to keep a low profile. I'm not sure it's in my contract.
Burkett connects on her second. Holly now. Drives.
There you go. Good
Holly,
move.
perfect look. But just can't get that lid to open back up.
Trying to turn up the pressure in the full court now.
That's on Faulkner. That's her 4th.
Yep, team's 8th.
She's got to be careful now. I mean, not much time left, but.
Does Jocelyn have different shoes tonight?
Yes. She blames it on me. We're not going to talk about it.
Well, I kind of want to know now.
I taped her foot last week, Or no, what day did we play? Tuesday? I taped her, no, Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah, I taped her foot on Tuesday, and she got a blister, and she blames it on me, and so her other shoes don't feel right, so she has to wear these ones.
Oh.
At least is what I think happened. Holly now works with it. Skip past to Atkins. Down to Bulis. Bulis, jumper. Gets it to rattle in. Perfect look for Bulis.
She likes those baseline jumpers, and she's very good at them. She draws the foul there. Up to her third, team's 9th. Triton, this is a smart move. Kind of go the possession. You can either split the free throws. You saw that opportunity. There could be a missed one, but Burkett on the night shooting 80% from the free throw line. Very good free throw shooter for these Lady Jays.
Off the mark.
Triton's got to get going.
Faulkner in a hurry. Drives. Oop, decides to go to Holly. Veers for 3. Oh, off the mark.
Where were you on that one?
Yeah. Oh, come on, Kayden. I didn't even know what we were talking about. Come on, Kayden.
Went right at his feet. Went right at his feet.
Don't shush me. Kayden told me the other day, he said, "You're like a big sister. You always pick on me."
Somebody's got to. He doesn't like when I do it at home.
Veers shots up and gets it to rattle in.
Coach Carl calls a 30-second timeout. Caden's, though, he is well prepared in the field of Dad picking on him. He is learning.
I'm not well prepared in the field of Dad picking on me. I'm prepared in the field of Andy and Orion and Kenny picking on me. I think that might be a little bit worse than my dad.
I don't know. I'll bet your dad's pretty good. Now you just challenge the fact.
He don't really pick on me that much. I mean, sometimes.
But in Cade's defense, the problem is I've taught him so well on how to be picked on. He's not picking on his mom, and there's a lot of conversations kind of backlash at home. Am I right, Kayden?
He's smiling over there.
He's kind of came out of his shell just a little bit this year. I'm proud of Kayden. He's done a good job.
I get to see him at school, so I even say what's up to him at school. Yesterday, I think there was a talking 7th grade locker, and he stopped me in the hall. He goes, "Shh, listen." And this locker just kept talking.
Oh, my goodness. The joys of high school.
Oh, yeah.
See what everybody draws up here. Quick foul by Holly. Now it's putting up with the Lady Jays in the double bonus. And that's going to send Reagan Hensley to the line for the double bonus. She has not been there tonight. Team shooting 12 of 16.
Judson shooting double bonus.
She connects on her first.
Got to give them credit.
Yeah.
They've hit their free throws. They left 13 and 76%. I mean, they've done a great job hitting their free throws, made the most of their opportunities.
Connects on her second. Perfect for that trip. Kinsey for 3.
Oh!
And count it for Kinsey Atkins and 1 opportunity.
Big brother likes that one across the way. The rare 4-point opportunity for Kinsey Atkins.
Kinsey has had herself a night tonight on senior night.
I think they called that foul on the screen, not on the shot.
That's what I was wondering. So there's a bonus, but the foul they're going to say is on Reagan Hensley. That's her third, team's 9th, but Atkins will go to the line for the 1-1 bonus. They're going to have a word, so now I don't know if they're going to keep that 3. That's where I'm confused with the fouls on the screen.
They're keeping the 3, but they're trying to determine who should be the shooter here.
They're going to let Addison Veers. They're going to switch it around. 3-pointer will count, but Addison Veers now goes to the line.
I think that's right.
Yeah, I think that's the right call there.
I was just watching Kinsey shoot a contested 3.
It was contested, but they called the foul. But like I said, off the screen there, Kinsey the shooter after they called the basket good. It was not on the shot. They called it on the screen, so therefore Addison Veers goes to the line for the 1-on-1 bonus opportunity.
Away from the shot.
If Orion had that instant replay going, we could see it.
Yeah, come on, Orion.
Oh, now challenge accepted. He's going to work on it now.
YouTube has a replay. Just hit the 10-second.
Addison Veers tickles the twine on that one. I can say that now because she swished it.
Tickles the twine. Told you, Kayden, it's a thing.
Nestles the nylon.
Nestling inside.
Nestling inside the nylon. Same thing. Can't get the second one. Ooh. Frazier comes away with it. And Emily Bugg comes away with the foul.
Sends Burkett back to the line, though.
Yep, 8 of 11.
That's not who I'd want to shoot it.
Nope. Between her, Frazier, and Reagan Hensley. I mean, Lehigh's 2 of 3, so I mean, there's a handful of misses out there. 4 on the night.
Well, Kenny gets back from Mexico.
Mexico? What, did he fly himself down there?
No, he walked.
No, but did he fly himself?
No. It was a private jet, though.
For what?
Bex.
See?
Farmers. All the farmers are going to Mexico.
Can I be a farmer, Dad?
If you want to be, I suppose.
There's still time to be an FFA, you know.
Andy, I can't do that.
What's wrong with that? Atkins patient, gets going here, 35 seconds.
Drives and gets fouled.
Fouls on Lehigh. It's her 4th. Team's 10th, so both teams are now in the double bonus. This Bug will check in after this first free throw.
Tickles the twine. I guess I shouldn't say that again. I already said it, but it's okay.
It's all right.
Team foul number 10.
My favorite phrase.
Can't connect on her second one. Frazier comes away with it.
Not too much time come off where we fouled.
Yep. I don't know if you want Frazier going to the line, though.
Yeah, I know.
But we really don't have much of a choice. They're all pretty good.
Fouls on Kinsey Atkins. That's her 4th.
Trying foul number 14, Atkins.
In and out on her first, sorry.
Substitution for Triton, number 12, Jocelyn Faulkner.
Got a block out here.
Here, Coach Atkins across way hollering.
Same thing.
Yep.
Connects her second. Faulkner can't get that one to go. Ooh, if that's on Atkins.
I think it's on Veers.
You think?
I think.
It's usually the guess. We have to wait till they get there because sometimes we're wrong. There you go.
It is on Veers. Good job, Dad.
Thanks. Foul number 34, Veers.
You put that on Avery.
I know. Got them right in there next to each other. No wonder you guys mess
I
this
was
up all the time.
confused at that. I don't mess that up. Don't say that.
I'm just teasing. You do a good job.
And hit another one at the free throw line.
She's 3 of 3.
Yep. You know, playing this well, off the mark, no good on her second. But playing this well to a team this good, I think, is not necessarily a win in the books, but it's a win for us. Veers for 3, off the mark, no good. Holly with the rebound.
A timeout for Coach Kroll. Should have 1 left.
Well, we didn't give up.
And
we played pretty well.
That's the big thing. I mean, held in your composure and coming back on a team that's, granted, you may not be walking up with your 15th regular season win, but you held your own against a very good North Judson team. And their season kind of started off a little rough. They've kind of had some spots where they've kind of gone in spurts. But, this is a team that's been battle tested. They're a good group.
Yeah, I like this. I liked watching them come out in the second half. Last year's second halves were not very good. But I think they've improved so much. from last year to this year, and I'm loving watching them come out of that halftime locker room all fired up.
Triton, if they didn't have that tough first half, they come out and put 33 points here, 25 in this fourth quarter alone in this second half, but yet, like I was looking over there, North Judson's got a very tough sectional. They got to play, South Central's in that sectional, LaVille's in that sectional, two very good teams that they'll have to come against and try. We saw their sectional, between them, Argus, Culver, Marquette, Westville. Oregon Davis, Trinity. There's all teams there can really challenge you. The nice thing is about sectionals, once you start the season, start that next week, everybody starts with a fresh record. Regular season doesn't mean a thing.
What was he saying about, I don't know. I'll ask you later. Atkins for 3. Can't get it at the buzzer.
Push the stats. You want me to read them?
Yeah.
You sure? You guys can talk here a little bit. It's going to take a second. I got to figure out how to do this over here.
I don't really know
what do you want to talk about?
I don't know.
I don't know. You guys.
Well, what was he saying down there?
I think he was just, when he was talking to the North Judson player.
Yeah.
Telling her that she couldn't cross the line.
Oh.
So there's a plane there, and if you cross it, then it's a technical.
Oh.
I'm not sure turnovers.
Turnovers
aren't right. I know.
I know you can't reach over the sideline.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's what he was talking about.
Oh.
There they go. It's on there.
Kayden, stay down there for this
signing
again.
You got to do that again.
Oh, I might want to go down and see if I have to do that.
Okay. Well, if you want to go down, we'll sign off
Andy.
for you.
Okay.
Keep Mason on here, and we'll. Okay, so Triton from the free throw line, 9 of 20. That really kind of hurt them here tonight as they lose by 7. Judson 17 of 25. Triton 9 of 33 from inside the yard. Judson 13 of 26. Triton 5 of 14. All 5 of those 3-pointers coming in the fourth quarter. And 2 of 14 for Lady Jays. Turnovers, I don't believe are right. I clicked the wrong thing a couple times. Burkett with a game-high 15 points for the Lady Jays. Lehigh with 10. Frazier with 10. Hensley with 6. And Garbison with 5. Atkins and Veers with 12 points apiece. Jocelyn Faulkner added 9. Bulis with 4. Holly with 3. And Emily Bugg adds 2. So, Mason, we didn't say we were going to get you on here talk about the second-mile missions and that stuff like that. We never made a commercial, but, yeah, we can have a quick conversation. They set things up down there. That's a really cool program that you guys have over there. I know you're a copier guy. He does an okay job too sometimes, but tell us a little bit about that second mile missions, what it is.
Yeah, so second mile missions actually started about 15 years ago by Rod and Nancy Wildman, and Rod was actually a teacher here, was a football coach right before Younis, and then stepped down and stayed on teaching for a few years, and then started this ministry. What happened was they went on a vacation and they saw a bunch of kids that didn't have a school in the Dominican Republic, and so they started a little school in the back of a church, and it's grown to a school that has preschool through 12th grade. And then we just opened another school called Hope Academy this last fall, and so we're preschool through 5th grade there right now. So have a big focus on education for kids who are growing up in just a culture of poverty.
So down there, do you guys send a group of contractors down there, or is that something down there in the Dominican? There's a construction crew you find down there.
So actually everything is done there, which is really cool, because one of the things that can happen is if we go down and do a bunch of work, we're actually taking work away from local people there. And so their economy really needs that. So it's a great opportunity for them. When we built Hope Academy, it was constructed in a year, exactly a year, a little bit less actually, which is amazing there. Everything in the DR is slow. They're all on island time.
Yeah.
But part of that was because of COVID. So a lot of guys would have been out of work, but because we were building that school, we had about 100 guys that were able to be employed throughout that whole time.
And you guys do a lot of communication. Obviously, I was there working on your copier that one day, but it's through Skype. You guys travel there. How often do you guys get to meet in person versus Skype?
Yeah, so I'm down there about 4 times a year, and we take two trips, awareness trips, where we bring people here from the States to come down. So we always have a team that goes down in the fall, and there's always a team in the spring as well.
So is there any way for anybody to look this up or donate to this, or what kind of opportunities does everybody have for that?
Sure. You can go online to www.secondmilemissions.org, and there's a big button up in the corner that says donate. So if you want to donate to the cause, that's great. You'll be helping us fund education, providing opportunities for kids to go to school, and also for our teachers and our staff there to have consistent, dignified employment.
And that's a big thing. And like I said, that's just such a cool thing. I thought when getting to come here and getting to know you as an athletic director, and you go over to that thing. You guys are doing a great job. That's an awesome thing you guys are doing over there. And like I said, check that out, and you guys can go and donate that. But I want to also go back to say thank you for also you guys have kind of started this whole thing. I mean, when I graduated high school, I didn't think I was going to ever broadcast again. I thought I was kind of figured it was going to be done, and you guys taking a chance on me to come out, and of course Steve Stichter kind of helped out with that a little bit as well. But yet you guys really set the foundation for this. I mean, I can only imagine what you're doing over there.
Well, we had no idea what we were doing when we started this, and we've come a long, long way. I mean, it started with maybe a single camera and a computer, and that was about it.
I think we had the computer before the camera.
That might be.
Everything didn't come at once.
I mean, actually, it kind of started with the thought of doing like a radio station was really how it started, and it just kind of grew and grew and grew, and you guys just keep adding more and more to it, which is awesome.
It's funny. Everybody sees you grow and grow and grow. Every time I come here, Orion's got another gadget. Every time I'm here, it's like I look at this tripod. It started with like just the camera up there. Now he's got his score stream thing. He's got his thing up there, changing screen up there on the one side. Now he's got these little buttons down here. I'm not sure what those do, but.
Well, that's for the replay that we're working on.
Oh, well,
I'm just wondering how long does it take you to get all this stuff set up these days?
About an hour.
About an hour.
Yeah. Not too bad. We're getting Kaden semi-trained. We got Leah also helping out. And when Kenny gets here, it's Quentin kind of comes, gets figured out. Anna kind of shows up after the fact. She's got managerial duties. I told her she needs to focus on those first. So
I think it's pretty good if you get it in an hour, because it probably used to take him an hour to get stuff set up when it was just a few pieces of equipment.
Yeah.
Well, no, and the big thing is you can't do it right an hour or before an hour because something always goes wrong. You have to be inside an hour. If you do it beforehand, something always goes wrong. It never fails. Am I wrong?
Oh yeah, it's not, I don't. There's not such a thing as a perfect broadcast.
Oh no. If anybody thinks there is, they're sorely mistaken. I'm telling you. But Orion and Kenny, they do an outstanding job. I mean, I just show up and talk with those guys there. They just the research and the work they do behind it. Like I said, your guys' support that we've had throughout the years, has just been awesome. And now, Coach Younis is now athletic director Younis, and he's backing us. You have Mr. Yarbrough, Rick doing the same thing, and you really set the foundation. These athletic directors here at Triton.
Well, I tried. I had a good 14 years, and I enjoyed it. I learned an awful lot. We had a big emphasis on improvement, and we wanted to improve our facilities, and we did that. We wanted to continue to increase our engagement with our fans, and that was really what was cool about bringing Orion on. I actually remember when those guys were, when he and Reed were just posting about a boys basketball team on Facebook.
Taking pictures.
Yeah.
We weren't even really doing video.
No, but I realized right away that, man, here was two guys who were passionate about Triton athletics, and I needed some help to communicate everything that was going on. And so one day I just reached out, and actually I don't think I really even knew Orion, but I said, hey, why don't we combine efforts here and see if we can do something together? And it just took off, and here we are.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, and a lot of people really appreciate all the feedback we get from everybody and the support we get from everybody. Like I said, this community is awesome, Mason, and like I said, from you guys that kind of started this whole thing there, and it's really grown. I mean, this, like I said, I can't say enough about this community and this school corporation.
Yeah, I think it's an amazing community. I mean, it always has been, and the support that the fans show. I mean, just like tonight, I mean, there was a huge crowd here tonight.
Yeah.
I was thinking, as I was looking around, when I was the athletic director, we didn't pull out the upper bleachers over there, and these lowers would have been filled.
Yeah.
For a girls' game, so that's really exciting. So it definitely has a great community support here, and I was blessed that so many people, when I was the athletic director, came and supported me and just the efforts that we had here. And when I would go to athletic director meetings, people would always talk about Triton fans and just how well they supported our kids, and so that's a testament to this community for sure.
And also our online support. We had 120 watching tonight.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yep, and that's not just all Tritons fans. I'm sure there were some Judson fans
all over the world.
All over the world. It's that still blows me away. That's not just people like in the area that watch it. It's just that still blows my mind. So, but like we said, well, I guess we'll let the signing. I'm sure I'm supposed to go down there and get things autographed. If I don't, I'm probably going to hear it from a couple of them.
I told him to get. Well, Anna's not signing anything.
Well, I'm going to go down there and I'm going to make her sign something.
You got
So
a chair down there for her.
I'll make her sign something. So, but like I said, we're going to hang it up here from the Trojan Trench tonight. We had Anna McIntyre did a great job as the voice of Triton tonight. Of course, we had Mason McIntyre with us here tonight. Kayden Hummitch on camera on the sideline.
We had
Hall of Famer Orion
remote
Lemler.
support from Kenny and
Remote support from Mexico. So, we're all over the place, and of course, I'm here talking sometimes. So,
man, I like you guys, but if I were in Mexico, I don't think I'd be worrying about you.
That's kind of what I thought. These guys, it's like we go. Well, even like when I went to the wedding, I'm sitting there trying to figure out what's going on, trying to provide support from there. If I could have found a Wi-Fi password at the wedding during regionals, I wouldn't even came out to Jesse's wedding. I'd probably been glued to that. Just saying. So. I mean, we like to give each other support no matter what we're doing. So, well, we're going to hang it up here. Until next time, Trojan fans, remember the Trojan way.